Hey, what up? What up? Just want to give my quick thoughts on the aftermath of the Errol Spence versus Sean Porter fight. All in all, it's a very good fight. Action packed, probably one of the best fight of this year. Um, just want to say quickly that this is my initial thoughts, and I didn't watch it a second time. So I will watch it a second time and give my breakdown of watching the second time because I feel like um watching the first time and giving my initial thoughts on it is usually based on what we saw the first time, and it not being probably not going to be as accurate. And it's mostly ran on our adrenalines. So when you watch it the first time, we were basically watching on adrenaline, especially a fight like this where it was really hard to I guess, to see who won each round because they were so competitive and there's so much action. It wasn't really a technical fight. It was more like uh, a brawl, more so. So judging brawls fight is a lot more difficult because especially when it's back and forth, it's a lot more difficult than to judge a boxing match. If it was a boxing, like, more of a boxing match, then it'll be much easier for me to grade and or just to judge who won each round. Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So, but all in all, it was a good fight. My breakdown, I initially thought that by the 8th to 11th round that Errol Spence would stop, Sean Porter, but obviously he didn't. I said that, firstly, I said that Sean Porter would probably try to box for the first 3, 4 rounds. He really didn't. After the ending of the first or second round, um, you know, Sean Porter started to push the pace of the fight. So I did not think he would try to push the pace of the fight so early into the fight. But obviously Sean Porter he came to win. He came to win. He won the fans that fight, so he put on a very good performance. I think that was Sean Porter's. I think the way he fought at that fight was probably Sean Porter at his best. It reminded me a lot of his fight when he fought Thurman. When he fought Thurman, he was very determined. You know, so he reminded me a lot of how he fought Thurman that fight. You know what I'm saying? So credit to Sean Porter for making a good fight, and also Errol Spence. He made it a good fight too. They both fought really good. But all in all, it was really hard to judge the whole fight. In terms of um round because the pace was going so fast. Back and forth, back and forth. Um, but I think the person who came out as victorious, being Errol Spence Jr., I think that was the right choice. Um, Sean Porter showed that one thing. Sean Porter showed that he really has a lot of heart, has a lot of determination. As of all his fights. Um, let's break down Errol Spence's performance during that fight. I felt like even though it was a good fight, all in all, I think that Sean Porter fought at his best, and his best wasn't enough for Errol Spence. Wasn't enough to beat Errol Spence, and I felt like Errol Spence obviously showed that he's a dog, and he's always a dog. But I don't feel like Errol Spence fought to his best capabilities that fight. I feel like he wasn't, jabbing enough that fight. And that all could be because of Sean Porter, obviously. But I feel like that fight, Errol Spence did not use his jab at all. You know what I'm saying? He barely used it, and that's what like I said, that's Errol Spence, what he's known for. Even off the my last video for the breakdown, I said one of Errol Spence's keys was his jab, and he didn't really use it. and it's probably because of Sean Porter, and I think it was because of Sean Porter and the way he was coming in. Um, Earl Spence was not able to time him. It was difficult for Earl Spence to time Sean Porter and how to get his jab off or land his jab. It was really difficult because he's never seen that kind of pressure, or that pressure was different and awkward for him. So it was different for him. So you know you got to give credit to Sean Porter for making it difficult and awkward for Errol Spence. I feel like Errol Spence, he didn't have problem banging with Sean Porter. I mean, obviously he didn't. It was evident, but I feel like he wanted to use his jab more, establish his jab more during the fight, and he was not able to establish his jab during that fight really at all. So I think that was one of um, Sean Porter's um, it was to Sean Porter's benefit to disturb his jab, and they say style makes fight, and Sean Porter fight, if you fight a fighter like Sean Porter, it's really gonna be hard to get your jab off if he's coming in like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was difficult for him to do that, or to establish his jab. Um, what else? Sean Porter to Sean Porter testament, he made it very difficult for him to establish a jab. And one thing that I seen during the fight, they were clinching a lot. They were turning around a lot. They were, clinching and in the pocket a lot. It was more like an inside fight. Um, Errol Spence got. I would say that Errol Spence was pinned to the rope a lot this fight, or more so than Porter. Um, but not all of it was effective. Being from Sean Porter's perspective, I think he made Errol Spence tired a lot that fight though. A lot. He made him tired a lot, or used his energy a lot. You know what I'm saying? Um, they would Errol Spence got Sean Porter to the ropes a bit that fight too, but I think what Sean Porter did better than Errol Spence was turn Errol Spence around that fight. Errol Spence turned Sean Porter a couple times that fight, but Sean did it a lot more to what I remembered. Um, that he did a really good job with that, turning Sean Porter. I mean, Sean Porter did a really good job of turning Errol Spence, because there's a couple of times where you would think like, all right, Errol got him pinned to the ropes. Errol about to, he's about to go crazy on him, and he would do that a little bit, and then Sean Porter would just turn him around, and I'm just like, how? You know what I'm saying? I felt like Sean Porter, um, I feel like Sean Porter was really slippery to Errol Spence. I don't know what it was, but he was really slippery to Errol Spence. I could see that, and I could tell that he was really slippery to Errol Spence, and Errol Spence probably didn't see that coming, but he still had enough to get the win. You know what I'm saying? But and I do agree with the decision. I do agree with the decision. I still felt like Errol Spence initially, just watching the fight, Errol Spence landed more impactful and more accurate punches. You know what I'm saying? Sean Porter, he'll throw a lot of punches. You know what I'm saying? He'll hit he'll hit the back of your head, or he'll hit your shoulders, your arms, but he's not really accurate with his punches. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence had the more accurate and effective body work. He had the more effective punches during the whole fight. And yeah. So the more effective fighter in terms of punching and landing was Errol Spence, but who set the tone and set the pace of the fight, who made the fight what it was Sean Porter. And Errol Spence decided to fight his fight. And I don't think he decided to fight his fight. Let me not say that. It was going to be like that since the beginning. If anyone thought it would not be like that, it would have been like that since the beginning. So I don't want to say Errol Spence obliged to fight Sean Porter fight, but I feel like Sean Porter set the pace for the fight, and their styles just clashed. You know what I'm saying? Or they're they clashed during that fight. But Sean Porter during that fight, him being able to turn Errol Spence so many times was really why like got me shocked. It shocked me, and and for some reason Errol Spence. This is not to make an excuse for him, because I felt like he didn't fight to his abilities, and I feel like he's way better than that. I feel like he didn't look as, I don't want to say he didn't look as strong, but he made Sean Porter look very strong. And we all know Sean Porter is strong. Like, he's always been a strong fighter, a strong welterweight. But I don't know if it's the combination of his slipperiness, of him being slippery, and him just pushing like that, pushing the pace and pushing. He made Sean Porter look better than I would think, and Sean Porter may have won a lot of fans because of that. So Sean Porter, for anybody, he's gonna make it. Sean Porter's gonna make a tough fight for anybody he fights. But he really pushed the fight, and that's a testament to him. Now even though he made it a tough fight, even though Sean Porter made it a tough fight for Errol Spence, and it was a tough fight, people need to understand that it was not a close fight. Now, when I say it's not a close fight, I mean that Errol Spence in the 11th round knocked Sean Porter down. Now, when he knocked Sean Porter down, at that point, it became a tough fight. No, it became a close fight to a close fight to a tough fight. And this is me basing it off my first time seeing it. Like I said, I want to see it again so I could judge it better. But it became a close fight to a tough fight. Because after you knock someone down, like, that's just, it doesn't become close anymore. It doesn't. You can't say that it was a close fight anymore. That's just my opinion. Anytime someone knocks someone down in a fight, it doesn't become a close fight anymore. It does not become a close fight, or the option of it being a close fight is not even an option anymore for it to be a close fight. Even if the person was doing good all the rounds, it doesn't become a close fight anymore. So that's just my opinion. But yeah, it was a tough fight. As for I do have some more videos I want to do specific on Errol Spence, and in terms of I do have some particular videos I want to do about Errol Spence, and I will give another breakdown on the fight of me watching the second time, so I could break it down again. Maybe it could be more clear of what I think happened that fight. But all in all, it's a good fight. I think Sean Porter won a lot of fans. Do I want to see a rematch? Does it want a rematch? Rematch would be good. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at a rematch, but I don't think it's necessary, because I still think Errol Spence wins it, and him preparing for that fight again, it just makes it even. That was Sean Porter's best outing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think Sean Porter gets better from here. I don't know what he could change differently. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later.